Hey, so welcome to Vine and Thorn Witch, and today I am going to take you along as I try to organize the madness of my witch cabinet. So a friend of mine had come over and we did some spell bottles, and I realized that my witch cabinet is kind of like an avalanche waiting to happen. I have jars on top of each other. Hi, Jack. Such a love bug. But I have all these bottles that are on top of each other, and it's becoming quite a mess to find things. I've always tried to keep my tea on the left side and things that I don't want to eat on the right side. So there's my tea bottle or my tea set right there. But I kind of need to clean this, and so I thought that I would go through the process of trying to organize it. Okay, so I got some organizing shelves. I just ordered them. I think they were $20 on Amazon. Kind of a quick thing. Of course, I did it when we did not have the Amazon ban. I totally supported that. So quickly going through all of this. Okay, so these are the shelves, and I'm hoping to organize bottles on top, bottles on the bottom. And I measured it so they actually do fit in my cabinet. All right, let's see how these look in there. But first, let's go ahead and clean my cabinet, which actually hasn't been done in some time. A little embarrassed to say it's been probably about 5 years since I've actually emptied it and cleaned it. Okay, so they fit in there perfectly. And here we go. Okay, so these are my old labels. I think I did these labels probably oh, that didn't fit there. Probably 10, 15 years ago, give or take. And they've held up pretty nicely. So let me just go ahead and quicken the process of this. Or else you're just going to watch me moving bottles around for hours. Okay, so here is this side all ready. It's looking pretty good, I think. And now for the lower shelf, I have a packet of hair. Of course, a witch has her hair. Okay, so I have printed out the labels. So I just make this on my computer. I have a collection of different labels that I have from scrapbooking that I just cut out, scanned, and put on my computer. And then I bring these over to the website befunky.com, which allows you to edit and just put the text on the different ones. So I'm going to go ahead and cut these out now and start gluing them on, which is going to be a very long process. As you see, I have a whole bunch of them. And so I will pop back on here when a few of these jars have been done, and I only have a couple left. So, okay. Okay, I'm going to be honest. So I planned on like showing you as I was gluing them onto the jars. So here I had them all prepared, and I ended up spending a week and a half during this process of gluing them on. It has just taken me forever to actually get this done. My life I kept coming over and doing it, and then I would let it dry, and then I would get distracted, and then I would forget about it, and then 2 days went by, and then suddenly it's like, okay, shoot, I have to go in there and fix my witch room because it is a mess. And of course, now, because of that, I got distracted by organizing my witch cabinet. I suddenly realized my plants could probably do better if my plant shelves were somewhere else in the window, and I ended up moving around my entire witch room, which I'll show in a later video. But now so now I have all these jars, and I'm putting them in the cabinet. Obviously, I'm doing the audio over the recording. My house was just too loud the day that I was actually doing this, and I had windows open and motorcycles going down the road. You could hear Assassin's Creed being played in the background. A lot of noise. Okay, so this to me is looking beautiful. The way that they're lining up, the way that I can put the ones that I don't use as often towards the back, especially a lot of resins towards the back, so they're going to be blocked out from any sunlight, is just beautiful. And then, of course, the ones that I use all the time are going to be in the front. So for like easy grabs, a lot of my teas, everything over here is just, okay, I'm in love with it. And the rue, of course. Rue has been my favorite plant this year so far. I kind of started exploring it. Of course, I've used it forever for protection, spell magic, but yeah. Okay, and then my nettle. So I get this filled at my local co-op all the time. So you can see I just refilled the nettle. And this is just one of those standard tea things. And I really think the label turned out really beautiful on here. You can see on the bottom, like uses. I put on each jar a little more information than I normally did. So you can see, like, I'm gonna need my glasses to read it, of course, but you can see that I've added like little tidbits of information about each herb. I've added, like, of course, like what to use for spell magic, but also if I want to use this in salves or teas, what things I don't want to drink, like even on accident, where I like mix up one thing or the other, which I've done. I have gotten myself sick in the past. It's part of like, hopefully no one else does it, but it's part of exploring certain herbs and you go, ooh, maybe I shouldn't have drank that. Okay, so here we are. I just wanted to show real fast the process that I used with gluing. So these are my old labels, and you can see on the side it's kind of discolored because I had used Elmer glue and it was very wet, the glue, and so it caused the paper to discolor. I kind of liked it because it has this like old school kind of patina to it, which is beautiful. But the new ones now don't have that. There's a little bit of crinkling, and I like that when I glued it. You can see them along the edges. But I really like this like old kind of apothecary look. And I don't think my camera focused very well, but I have all the information. Let me get another one. Maybe you can read it better. Let's do the lovage. So you can kind of see on there. I have some information on like uses, you know, these are like the old folk uses for the herb. And then also like I use it for a tea, you can use it for this spell, whatever. And this is what I used instead of the Elmer's glue. So the tacky glue, which I use for like miniatures, yeah, I do miniatures, but it worked out really beautiful on all the edges, all the way around. And you can see how the differences between the Elmer's glue and the tacky glue. So yeah, this has been a gem. I wish I would have thought about recording me gluing them on so you could have seen the process, but I think it's pretty basic, like, you know, glue the corners and stick it on the jar. And so here is now my witch cabinet. There's my tea set again, in the same place. And how much nicer this now looks. Oh, I'm so happy that I spent 2 weeks organizing my witch cabinet. And now everyone can come over. I can do spill bottles with my friends now and not worry about the entire thing falling out on us. And I can find everything much better. So yeah, I'm really, really happy with the way this turned out. Here is a before, the avalanche waiting to happen, and now, just to give you a before and after. So thanks for stopping by and having a window into my wacky little world. Hope you're having a beautiful day or night wherever you are, and as always, happy witching.